Imagine you're driving on an endless highway through complete darkness. 40 years ago, you locked the steering wheel straight ahead. No hands on the wheel, no brakes, no acceleration, no wind, no road signs, nothing around you but emptiness. Then suddenly, without touching anything, the car turns by itself. Not a drift. Not a slide. It changes direction with purpose, pointing toward a dark region ahead as if something called it. This sounds impossible, but a story like this emerged around Voyager 1, humanity's most distant spacecraft, traveling billions of kilometers from Earth. Official reports confirmed that Voyager 1 recovered communication after technical issues, but theories quickly grew beyond the facts. Some imagined something stranger hidden behind the event. Voyager 1 launched in 1977. It was never designed with artificial intelligence or advanced decision-making systems. It carried limited memory and simple objectives: explore the outer planets and continue outward into deep space. It passed Jupiter and Saturn, crossed into interstellar space in 2012, and entered a region beyond the Sun's protective influence. Out there, sunlight is faint and space becomes unimaginably empty. For decades, Voyager continued its journey quietly. Then communication problems appeared. Signals returned with corrupted data. Engineers saw strange telemetry patterns and fault protection systems activated unexpectedly. These emergency systems are built for serious failures, yet no obvious cause appeared. Some spacecraft records became difficult to interpret. Timing issues appeared. Data streams looked unusual. Speculation exploded. Stories claimed Voyager had changed orientation toward an empty area of space, as if it had detected something. Others suggested mysterious torque events or unexplained movements. But in reality, spacecraft orientation changes can happen through known engineering systems and require physical explanations. There is no confirmed evidence that Voyager turned itself toward an unknown target or acted independently. Another claim focused on unusual plasma signals. Voyager's plasma instruments have indeed detected waves and vibrations in interstellar space. Scientists convert these measurements into sound for analysis, creating haunting tones often described as songs of space. These sounds are real scientific data, but they are not evidence of messages, music, or intelligence. As theories spread, the imagination grew larger. People imagined hidden signals, mathematical patterns, mysterious frequencies, and unknown structures buried in the data. Some suggested Voyager had crossed an invisible boundary. Others imagined it had become a receiver. Then came the most dramatic idea of all: a period of silence. Voyager temporarily lost communication before reconnecting. To many, it was just a technical interruption. To others, it became something more. What happened during the silence? Nothing extraordinary has been confirmed. No evidence suggests altered timelines, unknown dimensions, or external contact. Yet the mystery remained powerful because Voyager itself is extraordinary. It is a machine built in the 1970s that still whispers to Earth from interstellar space. It keeps traveling where no human-made object has gone before. And that alone feels almost unreal. The deeper question may not be whether Voyager found something. It may be what humanity feels when looking into emptiness. We send machines into the dark hoping to learn what is out there. Sometimes the silence answers. Sometimes the imagination answers instead. Voyager continues moving outward, carrying humanity's message into the unknown. And somewhere in that endless darkness, it keeps speaking. As long as it does, people will keep listening. Far beyond the planets, beyond the icy edge of the solar system, Voyager 1 keeps moving through a region no human has ever seen directly. There are no stars rushing past its windows, no glowing nebula surrounding it, no dramatic cosmic landscapes. Just distance. Endless distance. And yet, that emptiness may be more mysterious than any planet. Interstellar space was once imagined as a silent void, but Voyager revealed something different. It found magnetic fields stretching across enormous distances, charged particles moving through darkness, and plasma waves echoing through regions once thought completely empty. Space was not silent. It was alive with structure. As Voyager traveled farther, scientists began building a new picture of the boundary around our solar system. The heliosphere, the giant bubble created by the Sun, was not smooth or simple. It twisted, shifted, and interacted with the interstellar medium in ways still being studied. Voyager crossed that boundary in 2012. Humanity had reached interstellar space. But what exactly does that mean? It does not mean Voyager entered another star system. It is still closer to our Sun than any other star by an unimaginable margin. Even traveling at more than 17 kilometers every second, it would take tens of thousands of years to approach another stellar neighborhood. Voyager is fast by human standards. Cosmically, it barely crawls. Yet every meter matters because no spacecraft before it had ever gone this far. And that distance creates strange questions. What happens to a machine after half a century in deep space? Voyager survives on fading nuclear power. Every year, instruments are shut down to conserve energy. Engineers continue making difficult decisions, keeping only the most essential systems alive. Piece by piece, the spacecraft slowly powers down. One day, it will stop speaking. No final message. No farewell. Just silence. But even after communication ends, Voyager will continue traveling. For thousands, then millions of years. Inside it remains the golden record, humanity's message to the cosmos. Music, greetings, sounds of Earth, images of life, all carried by a machine drifting through the galaxy. It was never expected to be found. It was meant as a symbol. A statement that we existed. That we looked up. That we were curious. And maybe that is why Voyager fascinates people so deeply. It is not only a spacecraft. It is a time capsule. A moving memory of humanity. Somewhere out there, long after Earth changes and civilizations rise and fall, Voyager may still be traveling through darkness with our story attached to its side. A small machine carrying an entire world. The universe is vast beyond imagination. But Voyager gave us something rare. Proof that even tiny creations can cross impossible distances. And tonight, while Earth spins under familiar skies, Voyager is still moving farther away. Still carrying our voice. Still disappearing into the unknown. As Voyager moves deeper into interstellar space, something remarkable happens to perspective. Earth begins to disappear. Not physically. Emotionally. The farther Voyager traveled, the smaller our world became. Oceans vanished into a pixel. Continents disappeared. Borders became meaningless. Everything humanity had built, every empire, every war, every dream, shrank into a tiny point suspended in darkness. Years before leaving the solar system, Voyager captured one final image at the request of Carl Sagan. It became known as the pale blue dot. In that image, Earth is almost invisible. Just a faint speck of light. Yet everything we know existed there. Every civilization. Every invention. Every person who ever lived. Voyager carried that realization outward. And as it traveled, another truth emerged. Space is not empty in the way people imagine. Between stars exist magnetic fields larger than solar systems, drifting particles born from ancient explosions and radiation traveling for millions of years before reaching anything at all.